Campbell joins us on all of this, Pacemate CEO, Losing Our Way in Healthcare, author of that fine book. What do you make, Doctor, of all of these guys doing this at the same time?
You know, I think they're just taking advantage of the situation that, they're able to do this. We have to have some sort of strict regulation in terms of pricing, like they do in other industrialized nations in Europe. Otherwise, they can charge whatever they want, and Medicare is obligated to pay it.
What's so glaring is they're all doing it at the same time, though. That I'm not calling that collusion, but it's certainly interesting timing. Or is it unusual?
No, I think it absolutely is interesting timing in the way that a lot of these CEOs talk to one another. They know what they're doing. They know that right now is a good time to try to get away with this because there's so much distraction in Washington. But until we actually take this on head on and really eliminate what Jerry was talking about, the pharmacy benefit managers are really what's driving these price increases because they drive the rebates. They get paid on both sides. In fact, I call them the Sopranos of the pharmaceutical industry.
You know what's interesting in the case of Allergan raising prices 10%, 51 products by up to 9.5%, close to 10%, and a lot of them at the higher end of that range are the pricey ones or the pricier ones. So it masks the severity of this impact.
You know, it absolutely does. And what you see is that Trump did put forward a program or a proposal in October that has not gone anywhere yet, where he said for these drugs that are Medicare Part D that are given in a doctor's office, like some of these expensive biologics, we're going to now incentivize the doctors for giving generic equivalents rather than just giving these high-priced drugs. And then also he was going to try to set the prices that Medicare will pay based on what other industrialized nations are doing through an international drug pricing panel that they have in Europe.
Well, what is the model they use? In the case of Hikam Pharmaceuticals, their morphine pain drug was hiked 10%, another blood pressure treatment medication by 30%. I don't know when the last time they either saw hikes in those medications, but those are some big sticker shock increases.
They absolutely are. Let's take insulin, for example. Insulin is not an expensive drug unless we continue to allow only these, name brand insulins to be made. The biosimilars work just as well, but you've got 3 companies that make insulin that will not allow a generic to come to market. They actually sued to stop a generic, and those prices are up 4-fold. And type 1 diabetics without insulin, they die. So they really are able to set the market until our government steps in and says, no more. We're not going to let you become the next Martin Shkreli or the next Heather Bresch and take advantage of patients.
Doctor, thank you very, very much. We'll see where this goes. All right, in the meantime, this cabinet meeting is still going.